What is it about this guy? He changes the entire narrative of the left. We're a party of racists, Sean. Me and you're a racist. The Republican Party's racist. Well, what happens when the Republican Party elects and nominates Herschel Walker, an African-American black Heisman Trophy winner, right? Olympian? It destroys the whole narrative. They're scared to death of Herschel Walker because if Herschel Walker becomes a Republican, maybe every other young child in America of color might want to be a Republican.
Okay, Lindsey Graham, you have 99 problems, my friend. That is not one of them, young people becoming Republicans. But listen, Republicans are converging on the Peach State to rally behind Herschel Walker with just 10 days to go until the midterms and with more than 1 million votes already cast. That's according to Georgia's Secretary of State. Now, this GOP support comes even after another woman has come forward to allege she had an abortion in 1993 after Walker pressured her to do so. Now, during the press conference, the woman provided what she said was evidence of a relationship with Walker, but she didn't have specific evidence of the abortion. Walker has denied her allegation and one from another woman as well. Joining me now to get into all of this is my friend Aaron Haynes, editor-at-large for the 19th and an MSNBC political analyst, also a Georgia native, as well as Greg Bluestein, political reporter for the AJC, the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. Greg is also the author of Flipped: How Georgia Turned Purple and Broke the Monopoly on Republican Power. Greg, I want to start this off with you because you're down there on the ground covering this. The first abortion allegation didn't seem to make a difference to GOP voters. Now there's another one coming out. How many abortions are acceptable to Republicans who purport to be the party of pro-life and the party of family values?
Yeah, I mean, the question is, I guess, will this move the needle? And as one Republican official texted me, if the first abortion allegation didn't upend the campaign, why would the second? We've seen this dynamic play out over and over again. A number of Republicans, they don't believe the allegations at all. But even those that do, they say that Senate control to them is the paramount concern. As one Republican congressional nominee said at a rally with Herschel Walker on Thursday up in the Atlanta excerpts, he said, the one thing that matters to me when it comes to our next U.S. Senator here in Georgia is that he votes right. So that, again, kind of puts in a nutshell how many, even some of the skeptical Herschel Walker supporters, that's how they view this race as a vote for Republican control of the U.S. Senate.
That's striking, but also not so surprising. Aaron, take a listen. Now, the second woman who has come out and alleged that Herschel Walker paid for her abortion, she's anonymous. So we're referring to her as Jane Doe. Listen to Jane Doe talk about her experience. Take a listen.
I am a registered independent, and I voted for Donald Trump in both elections. I do not believe that Herschel is morally fit to be a U.S. Senator.
You know, Aaron, you put aside the hypocrisy of all of this and GOP voters. I want to talk about Democrats because we really have not seen Senator Warnock go after Walker on this. We haven't seen a lot of Democrats go after Herschel Walker on this. Is that an effective strategy? Because I feel like there's the polite chit-chat and talk that we have, publicly. There's a completely separate conversation that happens privately around this, and maybe that conversation and that level of fight needs to be made public. What do you say?
Yeah, well, I mean, you talk about hypocrisy, and I think that is why you had that anonymous accuser saying, for those who would suggest that this is a political allegation that is coming out now at this time with 10 days to go before the election, she's saying, no, I actually voted for Donald Trump. This is about me, her feeling like Herschel Walker is unqualified for office based on the values that he, claims to have and his actions that she is alleging. But look, certainly, I think there were a lot of Democrats who especially thought, even if Reverend Warnock was going to kind of try to stay above the fray on the campaign trail, that there was a real missed opportunity on that debate stage for him to bring up the first abortion allegation, which had really been dominating the headlines going into that debate, only to really be maybe about 30 seconds of conversation when they actually were face to face on a stage together. There's not going to be another debate as far as we know, between now and Election Day. And so there's not going to be another opportunity like that. And so really, you do wonder, with this being such a tight race and this being in the headlines, is this an opportunity for either Senator Warnock or for other Democrats to respond to this second allegation? You had former President Barack Obama on the ground in Georgia last night. He certainly was, focused on just encouraging people to vote and had nothing to say about these allegations or Herschel Walker. So I think that was pretty interesting and telling that you don't really have these kind of top surrogates or the candidate himself continuing to kind of avoid this topic.